Okay, what if I told you that Pythagoras and Isaac Newton once went head-to-head in a soccer match? I know, it sounds totally nuts, but it's actually part of this brilliant new way to teach math. So today, we're going to break down how a little friendly competition between history's greatest minds can actually make algebra, well, exciting.
So let's be honest for a second. For a lot of us, math class was, let's just say, a bit of a snooze fest, right? But what if it didn't have to be that way? What if, instead of just staring at a chalkboard, you were literally on the edge of your seat watching a mathematical adventure unfold?
And that's really the big question, isn't it? It's why so many educators are totally rethinking how we teach math. The old school classroom model, it just isn't cutting it anymore. We need a fresh approach, one that makes math feel less like a chore and, well, more like a game.
I mean, think about it. When do you really learn something? Is it when you're just kind of passively listening to a lecture? Or is it when you're actively involved, wrestling with a problem, debating different ways to solve it? The same is absolutely true for math. We've got to get students off the sidelines and right into the game. This quote right here really gets to the heart of it. A teacher's job isn't just to, dump a bunch of information into students' heads. It's to be a guide, a storyteller, someone who can ignite that spark of curiosity and make learning feel like a real adventure. And that's exactly what a project out of Portugal called CSI Matemática is doing. Now, that translates to calculus under investigation. And believe me, it's this whole universe of creative ideas designed to make math totally irresistible. So what's their secret? What's the magic formula? Well, it all comes down to storytelling. They take these abstract math concepts and turn them into something we can all connect with, a really good story. So the core idea behind CSI Matematica is to make math the hero of its own story. They use all these fun, recreational math problems and wrap them in compelling narratives to create a sense of mystery and get students genuinely excited to solve the next puzzle. So how do they actually pull this off? Well, it's kind of like a four-step process. First, they create a really captivating world. Then, they introduce characters, some real, some fictional, who have to use math to get past challenges. After that, they build suspense to keep everyone on the edge of their seats. And finally, they transform the classroom itself into this interactive adventure.
And what better way to bring all of this to life than with a legendary soccer match? Welcome, everyone, to the Al-Khwarizmi Arena. It's named after the 9th century Persian mathematician who gave us the word algebra. This is where the magic is about to happen.
All right, let's meet our teams. Playing in orange, we have the elements of Euclid with heavy hitters like Fibonacci and René Descartes. And in yellow, it's the Pythagorean suits, boasting legends like Isaac Newton and Archimedes. This is going to be one math-tastic showdown.
The whistle blows and we are off. Fibonacci gets the ball, he looks up and sends a long pass over to Euler. But wait, it's intercepted by the goalie Pierre de Fermat. What a save! The tension is just palpable here in the Al-Khwarizmi Arena. Archimedes with a beautiful through ball to MC Escher. He's in the clear. He takes the shot. Goal! An absolutely stunning goal from Escher, right past the outstretched arms of Descartes. The crowd is going absolutely wild. And that's the halftime whistle. The Pythagorean suits are up 1-0, all thanks to that moment of pure brilliance from Escher. The elements of Euclid, well, they've got their work cut out for them in the second half.
So the second half is underway, and oh no, a huge mistake from the keeper, Fermat. Fibonacci is right there to capitalize, and he buries it in the back of the net. We are all tied up at 1 apiece. You just can't write this stuff.
Okay, we are in the final seconds of the match, and there's a foul on Euler, just outside the box. This is it. Fibonacci steps up to take the free kick. The weight of the entire mathematical world is on his shoulders. He takes a deep breath. He runs up to the ball, and goal! Fibonacci has done it! He's won the game for the elements of Euclid. And there's the final whistle. The elements of Euclid have pulled off a stunning comeback victory, defeating the Pythagorean suits 2-1. What a performance from Fibonacci, with 2 absolutely clutch goals to seal the deal. That was an incredible match, for sure. But the algebraic soccer game is really just the beginning. It's just one piece of a much, much larger puzzle, a whole universe of stories designed to make math come alive. Yeah, the CSI Matematica project is just full of these kinds of creative ideas. The soccer match is a fantastic example, of course, but it's just one of many ways they're using storytelling to make math genuinely fun.
I mean, just look at some of their other stories. You've got 00 Pi, o agente irracional, which means the irrational agent. It's a detective story starring Sherlock Holmes. Then there's Deus vs Mathema, or God versus Mathema, which is a quest to find a place where math doesn't exist. A Guerra dos Tornos, the War of the Lathes, a fantasy epic that teaches equations through dragons and wizards. And A Máquina de Carlota, Carlota's Machine, a time-traveling math adventure. I mean, each one is a whole new world to explore.
And that right there is the real magic of this whole project. It's not just about teaching kids how to solve for X. It's about showing them that math isn't just a bunch of numbers and symbols on a page. It's a key that can unlock a whole new world of wonder and discovery. It's about opening the door to the garden of mathematics and just letting them explore. Now that's what I call a winning formula.